And now we look ahead to the big one as we get it confirmed. And it's nerves time, folks, because we're looking at the write-off for gold and silver. We've yet to win a gold medal in the cycling at these Commonwealth Games. We've won 7 other medals. We lead the way cycling from all the other sports. It's the best performance outside of New Zealand ever for New Zealand cycling team at a Commonwealth Games. And Alison Shanks is about to mount her bike and complete the 3,000 metres.
And she's just taking a little time there, not getting ready yet, because she saw that over on the back straight the starting gates weren't quite ready. So she's just waiting for Hoevenagel to approach her bike.
Alison Shanks, let me remind you, was the fastest qualifier. And she's 27 years of age from Dunedin, coached by her partner Craig Palmer, the world champion in this event in 2009. New Zealand resident record of 3:31.20 against Wendy Hoevenagel from County Londonderry in Northern Ireland. Rode for England at Melbourne. She's a silver medalist from the Beijing Olympics. These two are arch rivals, the two best in the world at this event.
Comparing their qualifying times, it was Shanks 3:32.114, Hoevenagel 3:34.560. Hoevenagel got the better of Shanks at the World Championships. They go head-to-head again at the Commonwealth Games, and they're both out to a good, clean start. It's Shanks on the left, Hoevenagel on the right.
All the Kiwis on the edge of their seats now here at the Indira Gandhi Sports Complex, because it's up to Ali Shanks now to get it on the track. Hoevenagel, let's have a look at them as they come round and they complete their first laps. And it's very close, and it's Hoevenagel by nearly a tenth of a second. But it's early days yet. There's 3,000 metres, there's 12 laps of the track. And Wendy Hoevenagel, the dentist, came up through the Air Force and ended with a squadron leader ranking in the Air Force as it crossed the line first, and it's nearly half a second, so the schedule will be adjusted accordingly, or will she stick to it? But I'm sure that Dale Cheatley has this well and truly under control, and Alison Shanks' partner Craig Palmer is leaning over the rail on the inside of the track, calling encouragement to Ali Shanks. Dale Cheatley gives her the call. Alison Shanks out there on the track over these 3,000 metres, the former world champion against her arch rival, Wendy Hoevenagel.
Hoevenagel is up on Shanks at the moment, so she has almost a 1 second advantage. Now, normally for the first half of this race, the riders will be called to a schedule, and from then on, it will be on their opponent. So it's Hoevenagel over Shanks as it stands, about 0.8 of a second in it. But Shanks is coming back. Alison Shanks is on the comeback. This is good for Shanks. She needs to hope that Hoevenagel has gone out fast, gone out too fast, and Shanks is pulling it back. This is looking good for Alison Shanks and good for New Zealand. Yet to win a gold. Can Alison Shanks do it for New Zealand? She's up. Shanks is up on Hoevenagel.
At the half distance. Half the race is completed. Here we go. Critical time for both these athletes because they had a huge qualifying round. They had to make sure that they got through, and they gave it their very, very best in the opening. They got a little break, and now they're back out on the track again. These two arch rivals, the top two pursuiters in the world, and Ali Shanks is starting to put it together on the track. Alison Shanks is up. She is up considerably. Let's have a look the next time we get the split screen, because we're going to get it confirmed that this young woman from Dunedin at the 2,000 metre mark is up by 1.095 seconds. Alison Shanks is doing the business in New Delhi.
Alison Shanks, she's moving away from Hoevenagel now, but do not write this lady off. What Hoevenagel does, she lifts herself for the big events, lifts herself for the games and for finals at games, but as Shanks is pulling away. Shanks is too strong in the closing kilometres. Alison Shanks for New Zealand. Will this be the first gold? It's looking that it will be. It looks like Hoevenagel, second in the world, will have to finish second here at the Commonwealth Games to Alison Shanks. Alison Shanks, she's still all over it. There's the coach, Dale Cheatley.
2 laps to go now for the New Zealander against the rider from Northern Ireland, and it's Alison Shanks bringing it home for New Zealand. Let's have a look at the split this time. They get the bell. 1 lap to go. Hoevenagel is down on Alison Shanks. Alison Shanks riding for gold medal here at New Delhi. We've got 7 medals already. This will be the 8th, but what colour will it be? Half a lap to go. Here comes Ali Shanks. Stand up, New Zealand. It's Alison Shanks winning the gold medal for New Zealand in the women's individual pursuit.
And the time, John, Alison Shanks, she rides a smoking time. It could be a new games record. She equals the games record. Alison Shanks, a gold medal for New Zealand, and she equals the games record time. She's happy with that. We'll look at the clock to confirm. It's a gold for New Zealand, a gold for Alison Shanks, and indeed for the entire track team. It has been a team effort for Alison Shanks. That is where the New Zealand contingent are sitting. All the road cyclists are here, all the track cyclists who are already finished riding. And we look back on this gold medal ride.
Well, it was a nervous start for Alison, wasn't it? We came to this velodrome and she was looking nervous and determined, and we hardly saw a smile from her. She was programmed. She was in the zone for this one. This is what she's been concentrating on all year, to get revenge on her arch rival, Wendy Hufnagel. The first kilometre was completed fastest by Wendy Hufnagel by nearly half a second, but then Alison Shanks started to bring it back. At half distance she was up, and to 2,000 metre mark she did a 2:21 against Hufnagel's 2:22, and in the finish 3:38.75 against Hufnagel's 3:32.137.
Just a fraction outside the games record. A great ride from Alison Shanks, and she was disappointed after the World Championships. She's very open about it. She said she didn't know what happened, but she just couldn't pull it off, and she's been very open. Often riders tend to be cagey about their ambitions and what they want to do at games, but here is that gold medal ride.
And she looks up at the scoreboard,
and
at last we get a smile.
And she has come here to do what she wanted to do. It wasn't about medals for Alison Shanks, it was about gold medals. The former netballer, the former Otago rebel, basketball is still her passion. It's what she does to relax, and that is her partner, Craig Palmer.
And big hugs there, and she deserves it. And these two have been, well, they've been an item for a very long time. I remember talking to them in Melbourne, and they were just starting out in the sport, as Dale Cheatley gives them a big hug too, because he's played a big part in this as well.
Dale Cheatley is the overall women's coach, and Craig Palmer is the sports scientist for all the riders. And Alison,
well done, Alison.
I think that was a hello. We've got the mechanics. We've got great mechanics. Big ups to them, to Craig Geeter and Dale Hollows, seasoned professionals themselves. It's a real team effort from the New Zealand track cycling team.
So they give Alison her road bike, and she'll go and warm down, and the next event we'll have on the program here at these Commonwealth Games will be the medal ceremony, as we see the time confirmed for you, 3:38.75. It's a cracker. Wendy Hufnagel will be disappointed. She came here as a slight favourite at 3:32.137, but it's gold for New Zealand.